Should you move to Puerto Rico? Will you save money on your cryptos? It's a complicated question. Let's kind of break it down a little bit. And we'll talk about, as an American, if you want to do it, here's how it goes. Why would you want to go to Puerto Rico? Well, Puerto Rico is an island off of the United States. It's near Cuba, and it's a territory of the United States. It has some certain unique tax situations available to it. Because it's not a state, the federal taxes are collected at the territory level. So you don't file a U.S. tax form like 1040. You actually just file your taxes in Puerto Rico if you're a Puerto Rican citizen or resident. How does that play out? Well, the unique thing here is if you're a Puerto Rican resident, Puerto Rico passed a set of laws, we'll call it Act 60, is what they call it, where your capital gains from investing in cryptos are taxed, but they're taxed at a rate of 0%. That's pretty cool, all right? So this would be a great place to move if you're taxed at 0%. Now, for the U.S. citizen, if you decide to move from wherever you're living in the U.S., let's say Texas, and you move to Puerto Rico and establish residency, and then you file for the paperwork, then you could really save a lot of money. How would that work? Let's say you bought a bunch of Bitcoin. Let's say right now our Bitcoin price, let's say roughly 70,000. Let's say you bought some Bitcoin at 30,000, and then you move to Puerto Rico when Bitcoin's at 70,000, and then let's say at the end of next year, you sell it, and when Bitcoin is worth 200,000. So what happens there? Well, your gain as a U.S. citizen, you gain some while you're still living in the U.S. from 20,000 to 70,000. So that's a $50,000 gain taxed at U.S. rates. But when you started residency in Puerto Rico, then those assets, the rest of that gain is taxed at Puerto Rican rates only. So that would be from the 70,000 to 200,000 or $120,000 taxed at 0%. So it's a great thing. So if you're a non-resident of the United States, it's, if you become a resident of Puerto Rico, you have your own country's tax rules to comply with. But that being said, your taxes on your capital gains once you're in Puerto Rico are at 0%. Now, there's a lot of rules and regulations about this. I haven't touched on it. There are a special set of rules that apply to U.S. citizens as well. So remember, this is called Act 60 for the individual. There's also an Act 60 for companies, but it's a very attractive thing. Now, let me put it this way. To become a resident from a U.S. point of view in Puerto Rico, you have to spend at least 183 days there if you want to take advantage of it. You also want to take advantage of this whole program. It's best to move before the prices run up, because the only thing that is at the 0% rate is the run up of prices or your gains after you move to Puerto Rico. So, moving there next year is a waste of energy. So you want to move now before it goes up. What does it involve? Well, first of all, if this is something you're thinking about doing, you need to make plans to fly down to Puerto Rico before June 2024 and at least start your residency. You don't have to necessarily spend all 183 days there, but you need to start your residency. You have to stay there at least 3 years. If you don't, then they can claw it back. If you go, like say in July, then 2024 is considered a short year. And if you don't stay for the 3 full years, then the tax authorities can reverse any tax deductions you claim. They can reverse your savings that you took in 2024. Reach out, search on the web. You'll find people who can help you in Puerto Rico with the legal operations. You call our office for the tax operations, but definitely an exciting program if you're interested in doing that. If you're a non-U.S. citizen, I can't speak towards your home country tax situation.
Thank you very much for listening to today's show, and I hope you enjoy it. Please give us comments. We would love to respond to any questions you give us. You have tax questions that we can apply to. We will try to address it in future shows. Please hit like, subscribe, follow. Thank you. Have a great day.
The Clinton Donnelly Show, where we explore how taxation and regulations of cryptocurrencies affect your daily life as an investor. Clinton is one of the top experts in crypto taxation in the US. Clinton has a law degree in international financial regulation He is an enrolled agent and certified as a cryptocurrency anti-financial crime specialist. This show is sponsored by CryptoTaxAudit.com, the income tax experts for US crypto investors. Go to CryptoTaxAudit.com to learn more and schedule a private tax consultation now. The opinions expressed in this show are not legal advice. Tax and regulations are complicated. Your situation is unique, so you should always consult a tax professional.